Well, hello, everybody. I am doing question number 4 from the 2018 Keystone Algebra exam that the Pennsylvania Department of Education has put out there. It's out there, and I just wanted to go through it with you, just so you have a voice or you can see what's going on here. So I need to scroll down there. Okay, so this is a polynomial rational a fraction with polynomials in it. So what we need to do here is we need to look at, can we factor anything? But first thing I want to say is your x value cannot be -2. It cannot be -1 because that actually makes your denominator 0. We cannot divide by 0. So the first thing I'm looking at here is, all right, I see that 3 will go into all of these. So I have 3, and I'm factoring out a 3. That leaves me with x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, so I have factored the numerator or pulled out a GCF. I also can pull out a GCF in the denominator, which would be 6, because 6 will divide evenly into 6, 18, and 12. So if I pull out the 6, that leaves me with x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay? So now I have a quadratic here, and I know I can factor more, and this is just a little tool that I use. Okay? Plus, it's your a times your c value and then your b value. It's a little puzzle I sort of do. So my a value in the numerator here is 1. My b value is 1. And my c value is -2. So this would be 1 times -2. So that gives me -2 here. My b value is a 1. We just don't write it. So I need to think of two numbers that I can multiply to get -2. Always look at the product, the numbers that you can multiply. But they also need to add to 1. And you can do trial and error here. But obviously, it's going to be 2 and -1. Okay? So I can factor that. I still have the 3 out in front. So because my leading coefficient is a 1 for this quadratic, I can just do x plus 2, and I can do x minus 1. All right, so I've just factored that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the denominator. So I am going to do my little tool here, times and plus, and this would be my a times c value. My a is 1, my b is 3, and my c is 2. So my a times c here is 1 times 2. There's a little time symbol there, so this would be 2. My b value here is 3. So again, look at two numbers that multiply to 2. That's what you need to look at first. And then you check to see, do those two numbers add to 3? Well, this is obviously 1 and 2. Okay, and because the leading coefficient is 1, I'm going to keep the 6 out here. So that leaves me with x plus 1 and x plus 2. Okay, so now I have 3 factors in the numerator. I have 3 factors in the denominator. Factors are numbers that you multiply to get your original. So as I'm going through this, I know that x plus 1, oh, sorry, my bad, wrong one. X plus 2 and x plus 2 are the same thing, so they will reduce to 1. I also know that 3, 6 simplifies. This simplifies to 1, and this simplifies to a 2. So what I have now is 1 times x minus 1 over 2 times x plus 1. Okay, so I know the first two answers are not going to be possibilities because they still have variables involved. And the numerator is just the same thing as saying x minus 1. Okay, this is the only one that has x minus 1 in the numerator because 1 times anything is whatever that anything is. So x minus 1 over 2 times x plus 1 would be your final answer. Your answer here would be C. Okay. If you have questions, I'd love to hear from you, comment or whatever. And I hope you found this helpful. I'm trying to do a couple problems and just include them every day, let you know what problems they are and from what year they're from. Because there is 2018, 19, 2020 was skipped. Nobody tested in 2020 because of COVID. And then, of course, we have 21, 22, and 23. All right. I hope everybody has a good one. Thanks.